everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today we have a very exciting video, something a little bit different for my channel, and I cannot wait to show you what that is. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. So this is my drawer of like foundations and stuff. Let's go ahead and choose a primer and a foundation out of here. I think for primers, I already kind of have an idea in my head about what I want to try and use. And it is the MUA Pro Base Jelly Primer. I have a little shopping basket here and we'll just pop that in. Next, a foundation. And I've been wanting to try this Catrice Serum Foundation again. I haven't used it in a really long time because it was too deep for me. I'm going to go ahead and try it out today and see if we need the lighter shade to mix in with it. Concealers, and I have one in mind that I haven't used for a while. So this is the Juvia's Place, no idea what it's called, it's rubbed off lip oil. This is just for like lip prep. Maybe we should try this one again. I do like it, it's really thin. Let's see what we think. I do like the smell of it. It smells like actual fresh orange juice. And while we're up here as well, as you can see, these are all like my lip products. I'm gonna pick my favorite that for right now, which is the Essence Tinted Kiss. Absolutely love the shade. It goes with almost everything. This is all like my powder products mostly, and then I have all my cream bronzers here as well as cream blushes. I think I'm going to use this one. It wasn't my favorite formula. Sorry if it's a bit dark. This is all we have right now. Then I think I'm going to use this one for my cream blush, which is a nice rosy tone, and this is from Temu. Then we come to powders. Powder, I'm gonna try using this one again. Next we need a bronzer. So as you know, I had this one in my everyday drawer for the longest time. I think I might try this one again. For blush, because we have that rosy tone, I want to pick another rosy toned blush. Maybe this one. We need a lip liner, don't we? I think I'm just going to grab this one, which is also from Temu. It's a weird brand that I can't really pronounce. And then lastly, let's move into eyeshadows. Don't mind this drawer, it is a mess. I have all my products here for lash and brow lamination, so just ignore that. There's also a bunch of other stuff like dye, nails, so ignore that, but it's the only place I can store it. So while we're here, I'm just going to pick a mascara as well. This is my favorite right now. Absolutely loving it. So I'm going to add it in again. For eyeshadow, I want something kind of like everyday friendly. This one, I have not really used it much. And then I can use the bronzer and the blush and switch between the two. What else? What else? I want something really neutral. That's too deep, I think. Do really like this one, but it's very limited. Yeah, I think for this first round, we're gonna go ahead and use this. So I know I was very elusive in my intro, but obviously with the title, you know what this video is, Shop My Stash. The reason why I'm doing this video is just to rotate my makeup so I don't get bored of it and also don't excessively buy new makeup. And it's just to, you know, get use out of everything. So in true nature of shopping, here's my basket with all my goodies in it. So let's go ahead and apply these to my face. I'll be using them for a full month after this, and we'll do a little update. I'll try and track all my uses so we can see how much use I got out of these. Just like that, we can make some dents in my makeup collection because I do have a lot that I don't actually use. Naturally, starting with primer, I do have the MUA Makeup Academy Pro Base Jelly Primer. It is a hydrating primer. I really liked this the first few times I used it, but I'm not gonna lie and say that I used it since. I probably haven't used it at all this year. I really do like it. It feels so nice and smoothing on the skin. It doesn't feel like silicone. It's not too sticky. It's kind of the perfect texture if you want moisture. However, I am an oily skin type with dehydrated areas. So, I mean, we'll see how this holds up because you might not be able to see it yet, but I am melting and I just did my hair. So it's going to swell up to double the size. Nothing like some hair straighteners to sort that out. So let's go ahead and put our foundation on. So this is the Nude Drop Tinted Serum Foundation with Hyaluronic Acid and Vitamin E by Catrice. I got mine in 65N, but unfortunately the color is very much off. It is too dark for me. I'm thinking because I do have a tan now that it might work out. Let's go ahead and apply this to the face. it looks to be slightly too dark again. However, my concealer is a little bit lighter, so maybe we can balance things out. I'm honestly so hot. I am melting here, especially with the lights on as well. I was thinking to open my door and just let some fresh air in, but it's ridiculously windy today. Like literally everything is taking flight. I went for my morning walk this morning and was being blown around because it's like proper gale force winds, even though it's really hot. So the foundation went on just as nicely as I always remember it. It's not that much deeper, but it just looks weird because I don't know, my neck and this part of my body are quite light. My hands are deeper, so hopefully we can sort that out. Now let's go ahead and apply some bronzer or cream bronzer. This is the Baby Got Bronze liquid bronzer by Essence. This is in the shade Tantastic. It is fairly deep, but this formula is actually ridiculous. It doesn't stay on very long and it can blend straight away. I'm gonna add a couple of drops here. Like I said, it is deep, but it's not that pigmented. I think that's a good amount. Need to remember to lock it, otherwise it gets super messy. Go ahead and blend all of this out. It does also have like a reddy undertone, which is not my favorite. You see, it's not that pigmented. I added quite a bit, but most of it just blends away. I do think I put way too much on my nose. Makes a really good nose contour though. For cream blush, we're giving this one from Temu another chance. I did like it when I first tried it. I'm not gonna lie and say I tried it since, because I have not. I just have others that, I don't know, are more top of mind for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and just use a little brush, and I usually just grab it straight from the stick like that. I've been loving taking my blush like right under my eye as well. It just looks very natural, like a nice little flush. This product does smell very nice considering it's from Temu. Easy. It blends like a dream. Love it. Like I said, I just want to get more use out of it. It doesn't smell like soap, which makes me think like, what are they trying to mask there? But still love this. I think it's going to be a good addition to the month. Everything's sticky and yuck, and this is why I don't like wearing a lot of makeup in summer, because everything's sticky, everything's gross. And I didn't know that South Africa was so humid, but some days it's so humid and my hair just like to my body, and honestly it's one of the worst feelings in the world for me. I get overwhelmed with like sensory stuff, and it's not my favorite. But for concealer, I can't remember what this concealer is called. I think it's called like the Magic Concealer or something to that effect, but it is by Juvia's Place. I did get it in shade 17, which is quite light. Generally, I don't like this concealer. I was just about to put it under my eyes, but I think I should put it on the back of my hand because, like I said, it's not my favorite texture. It's quite drying. So I feel like maybe this will help. Just a little brush, and let's go pop that on. See, it's also got like more of like a pinky undertone, so it's definitely too light for me, which is probably why I don't get as much use out of it. It is also fairly drying. Look at that, it looks scary. We'll see how we feel about it this month, and then it might be one that I declutter. This year I'm actually going to do my declutter a little bit later on in the year. Definitely for moving, I will not want to take this with me because it's not a great product in my opinion. Not a good texture for me personally. But moving on. Next we have powder. I don't know how this is going to work under my eyes. I try not to use it under my eyes really, because it is fairly drying and it's so finely milled that you can actually see it on top of the skin. But we're going to go ahead and try it out. I'm just going to flip my puff over so that I get the clean side, and let's go ahead and just pop this under the eyes. It's going to make it lighter because it does have some sort of like flashback, but that's okay. Okay, under the eyes it actually doesn't look terrible. That doesn't actually look too bad. It's helped the concealer look a bit better. Just grabbing a fluffy brush, I'm just going to put this on the rest of my face. So I told you it would change the color of my skin, and it really has. I look scary, I don't know why, but this looks very ghostly. You can still see the difference between with the colors on my face and my neck. My face is slightly darker now, but I mean, we're just playing around now, aren't we? I just want to get used out of this. I did pick a lip oil as well, which I forgot to use in the beginning of the video, so I'm just going to apply that now while we wait. I really do like this, but I think because it's so thin that it just disappears off your lips pretty quickly. Moving into our powder products, let's go ahead and use our bronzer first, and this is just the Playboy by Sunkissed bronzer, and I have mine in the shade Butterscotch if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I've used quite a bit. There was a Playboy little sign on there, but I already worked through that. I do like the tone of this. It's very summery, but I prefer it for winter because it's so warm toned, and I naturally tan pretty deep. Yeah, this is more like a warm tone rather than like the neutral that I am, but I still like it. The texture is really good. It's nice and pigmented. Look how easy and quick that goes on. So I guess it's perfect for the summer months when I'm in a hurry just to get done and go for drinks with my parents. But that is really good, like it. I just noticed now that my blush from Essence has broken. I haven't done anything with it. It's just been sitting in this basket. So that's not great. I mean, I don't trust Essence that much anyway, but I'm gonna try and use this without cracking it even more, and I definitely did, but it was very like loosely packed. I could feel it, and I hate when I really hate when products are so volatile, honestly, but I mean, it's Essence, so we can't expect too much more from that. Their packaging always breaks, always, but I've never had a product fall apart on me. But there's a verse for everything with Essence, isn't there? So nice and blushed. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare, but I guess we'll just try and use this. I don't like repressing my products because I do break out with the isopropyl alcohol. No, I've done it twice, and every single time I've broken out wherever I've placed the product. So unfortunately, we're not going to do that. I'll just try and use it as much of it as I can and then chuck it. It's very affordable anyway, so not really a crazy loss there in my opinion. So moving into eyes, I just picked this Bloom Baby Bloom palette from Essence. I barely got any use out of this, to be honest with you. It's just not something I gravitate towards, even though it's really easy. The colors are so like, I mean, I do my eyeshadow according to my mood, so definitely not there for me. It's very boring. I've never even really used these since I tried it out. Not great in that department, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do something quickly. We'll just speed through that. That is our finished eye look. Nothing crazy. I guess it's good for every day, like if I'm just popping out for dinner or lunch or a couple of drinks, perfect for that. So I'm just going to pop on the mascara we chose. This is currently my favorite. I've been using it for the last month or so because I did try I put it back in my drawer, the Essence Queen. I really like the comb on that, but it just doesn't work for me. It transfers, it smudges, it flakes, and it's really a cheap formula in my opinion. But this I'm absolutely loving. So I'm just gonna pop some on. It just gives your eye such a good lift, so absolutely loving that. That is just a single coat. It is honestly a really great mascara. It's so impactful. I would 100% recommend this. I know, and I have tried it, and I wanted to include it in here because I absolutely love it. So yeah, great, 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 great. Lastly, for lips, I'm just gonna take off the lip oil. It actually stayed on through all of that, although it was only like 15 minutes, but it stayed on, so that's good. But for my lip pencil, lost my words there for a sec. It is the Portier Precise Pout Liner, and this once again I got from Temu. I don't know if that's focusing. It's so far away from me, the camera right now, that I can't actually tell. So I'm just gonna line my lips with this. It is just a nice like orangey tone. And then lastly, for our lips, we have the Essence Tinted Kiss Hydrating Lip Tint. I really love this stuff. The color is gorgeous. The formula, however, is very thin and can disappear pretty quickly, but the color is really what sold me. And the texture on your lips, it also feels like kind of watery. It's still opaque to the point where you can see it. I think that looks great. I do have a setting spray that I'm trying to finish up. Since we're not doing Project Pan, I just thought I'd mention it. And it is this Dazzle Me Get a Grip makeup setting spray, which I got in Thailand like almost 2 years ago, I want to say. So I'm just going to pop this on my face. So I'm going to take down my hair and we'll discuss. So this is the finished look with our basket of goodies. And I really like the way it looks, actually. It looks very natural. The only thing I can say is that I really don't like this powder. Even just looking at my face now, it looks really powdery, even though I set it with some setting spray, sat in front of the fan just to let it dry down. But unfortunately, it's just so powdery. Please, if you guys know of any affordable loose setting powders, please let me know. I've tried a few and not loved any of them as much as like the Laura Mercier or the Hourglass Veil powders. Like those are great, but I haven't found anything really remotely close to that, honestly, from a affordable place. Like the Essence one I absolutely hate because they do also leave you powdery, they flash back, they have mica and titanium dioxide in it, which definitely flashes back. So let me know if you have a affordable loose setting powder for me to try out. But other than that, I think everything looks really good. This is my favorite lip combo. It's really gorgeous. I feel like I'm slightly washed out on the camera, but the eyes do look really nice and natural as well. So really happy with everything. I'm gonna go ahead and mark all this down for the first day of the month being used. I will track every single time, and then the first week of March, I guess, we'll go through everything, tell you what I liked, what I discovered, and yeah, that will be fun in my opinion. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Please remember to like and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. I also do have a book channel, if you didn't know. There I do like reading vlogs, tell you the opinion on books that I'm reading. It's just a fun old time. That's everything from me, guys. I will see you all in my next one. Bye!